Hello, you lovely people!
And welcome back to the third episode of Finding Our Feet.
Woohoo!
My name is Sam Henley.
My name is Sean Merrick.
And I am Becca Boomer.
Now, Finding Our Feet is a podcast, as you may know if you've watched our first two episodes, about being in our 20s, discovering what life is outside of uni, at the end of uni, discovering ourselves, the highs, the lows, the trials, the tribulations, the things we don't expect, and the things that we love to talk about.
Yeah.
It is. Damn straight.
If you can relate to that, keep listening to our podcast and enjoy.
So, what's coming up in the episode tonight, boys, is...
What is it?
We've got our first guest.
No, we don't. There's
Yes,
no
we
way.
do. And we started with a good one. Personally, I didn't get the honour of interviewing her, but
You were
Sam
busy.
and I was
You were busy,
busy. I'm a
terrible.
busy girl. But Sam and Sean absolutely got the knowledge from the one and only Linda Ray.
Yes.
Who's been a graduate actually for a couple of years now, did the same course as us,
Exactly,
and has
yeah.
absolutely smashed it in the industry, talking about producing and how she's found her way for the past couple of years being outside of uni and how well she's done basically.
Being in that
Yeah.
unknown and, being a graduate.
Yeah, really finding her feet. In the
Really
world.
giving us inspiration, to be honest.
But before we crack on into that, we're going to do what we always do, and we're going to play a little game,
Oh.
have a bit of fun.
Oh, I love a
And then we'll
game.
get to the nuts
Golly.
and bolts of the fantastic interview with Linda Ray. And the game for this week is, What's That Sound?
Ooh.
So basically, I'm going to do some live sounds in the studio,
Oh, God.
and then you at home are going to try and work out what that sound is. And my two co-hosts here are also going to work out what that sound
Okay.
is. Many of
Okay.
these easy, some
Cool,
of them
cool,
a bit more
cool.
challenging.
Okay.
Try and get as many right as you can. And if you get a certain amount right, feel free to message us on Instagram at Finding Our Feet podcast. Finding Our
Yeah.
Feet podcast. Let's get it right. And let us know how you did.
Oh, I'm excited.
So we've got a not look.
Yes, so
You're right,
basically,
okay.
I've got blindfolds for you two.
Okay.
So if you want to
Right.
put them on now
Oh,
and make
gee,
sure
right,
you
okay.
can't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
this is a bit scary.
because you got quite a big head.
Oh, right. Well, there's no need for that. It's the forehead. It glistens.
Okay, right.
I
I'm
did have to
in
get an extra
I'm on,
large
yeah, I
one for
can't-
Sam.
I
in
can't see
complete
anything.
darkness.
I'm just going to test. Boys, can you see how many fingers I'm holding up?
No, but I'm scared I'm gonna be whacked.
There we
No, but I could hear it in my headphones.
Yeah. Ruining the magic for us.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start easy. So this is going to be sound number 1. You ready?
Are we taking it in turns, or are we like?
I'm gonna do it, and then you two are. I'm gonna say what was that sound, and you two can guess what the sound was. Okay.
Okay.
And for
Sure.
everyone at home as well, if you don't like sort of ASMR or any of that stuff,
Oh,
just go forward about
Trigger
5 minutes. It'll be
warning.
fine.
ASMR.
So sound number 1. This is an easy one.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ding.
Okay, it's not a buzzer, Becca Boomer.
Is it keys rattling?
Sam, what do you think it is?
I also think it's keys. If I'm totally honest, yeah.
It was indeed keys.
Yes.
Well done to everyone who
Okay.
got that. Now,
I feel like we're working as a team, more Becca. That's good.
Okay.
it is a team effort.
Okay.
So
cool,
you
cool,
can't win.
Tell you what.
That's a bit sad.
Cool.
I will judge at the end who I think the MVP was.
Okay.
Okay.
And they'll be the winner,
The
okay?
Michael Venom Payne.
I like that. Okay.
Okay. Sound number 2.
Oh,
This is another easy one. Okay.
I'm feeling so uneasy right now. I can't.
That's a.
Oh, okay.
It's a can
okay,
of,
yeah.
but what?
That actually sounded like you did that right in my ear too. That was so terrifying.
Becca Boomer, what was that? We've had Sam has
I'm
guessed it's a
gonna-
can of something.
Yeah, I also think it's a can of something.
Well done, it is a can of something.
I'm gonna. Do you want specifics?
Bonus point if you can guess specifically what drink I
I
have in my
I
hand.
have an idea.
Okay, You go first.
Becca
Sean.
Boomer, what is
I-
your guess?
Oh.
When did you say, why do I go first? I'm
No,
the
I
one that's got it
said-
in my hand.
I can
said
if you want. I've got
Sam,
an idea. I've got an
Sam,
idea.
Go first.
Okay, Sam, you go first.
I reckon, because I know if you've been following the @Finding Our Feet podcast on Instagram, you know that Sean loves his meal deals and he loves a massive Red Bull. So that's my guess.
Okay, Sam has guessed a Red Bull.
See, I don't think you would have gotten another Red Bull, or else you'd be flying off the wall.
I'll take a slurp of it,
Yeah.
and maybe you can guess from the slurpage.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh no, I hated that so much.
It sounded like a can of water. Like, why was it so flat? I'm gonna say a can of. Yeah, I feel like it is. I can't imagine you
So
getting a can
you've
of
guessed the can of water, Sam. You've guessed
No.
the can of Red Bull. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, sound locked in.
I can tell you're both wrong.
I
knew
I'm
it
really
wasn't
sorry.
Red
It is
Bull.
a Rubicon Mango.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so shout
Wow.
out to Rubicon Mango. If you know, you know.
That's crazy.
Is Rubicon flat?
It's fizzy. Oh, sorry, I'm off mic. It's fizzy, but it's not that fizzy. It's quite flat. It's
Okay,
quite
I
flat.
feel like I was the better guess there.
You see, I don't like fizzy drinks, so I wouldn't know.
Was
That's my thing. I'm a child.
You boring man.
Okay.
Right, moving on. This is sound number. Oh God, what sound is it? 3?
Three.
Three. I'm good at my job. Sound number 3. Are you ready?
Mhm. Is it opened? Did you open it?
It
whilst
is
that
opened.
sound?
I was opening something. What did I just open?
I feel like a bag of crisps
No,
would be too
Yeah.
obvious.
I feel like it wasn't crinkly enough, and I
agree.
didn't hear the seal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't hear that.
Um,
That was my impression of a seal. No, not
I
a seal.
feel like it
was.
I feel like it was open like when you peel it. You peel the top off rather than you rip the top open.
I'll go for a bag of Walkers. I don't know.
I'm gonna go
Love
for
the enthusiasm, Sam. I'll go for a back can of Walkers. Oh no. Okay.
I'm gonna go
A
for
can
like
is so back.
the like bags of like, oh, what do you call it? Like, you know, when you get like dairy milk Whispas.
Yeah,
or
you're waffling.
something.
What's your guess?
Like like the packets of Whispas.
So you're gone with a packet of Whispers,
Packets.
and Sam, you've gone for a packet of Walkers.
Yeah, Walkers. Roast chicken, goated flavour. Anyway.
We have someone in the lead,
Oh.
and that
Oh,
person is
no.
Sam Henley.
Wait.
It's a packet of crisps.
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
But
I'll take it.
you were close with the flavour. I'll give you a bonus point each if you can guess what the actual crisp is.
Salt and vinegar.
Okay, give me a second. All right. So, anyone who didn't like the ASMR from before, I'm going to crunch the crisp. If you can guess what this crisp is based
Smell-o-vision.
on its
No, smell of
crispiness,
hearing.
yes, then
Did you say it was Walkers?
I didn't say what crisp it was.
Okay.
I said right now I'm going to eat this crisp, and I want you to guess based on the crispiness what you think it is. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, so we're guessing brand, not flavour.
If you can guess
Um.
the brand and you know me, I think you might know what the flavour is.
I am gonna. Can I throw an answer out?
You can't. I've got a mouthful of the crisp now. I didn't think this one.
I
through.
think
Okay,
it's
do you want me to
salt
turn
and
your mic
vinegar,
off? I'm gonna go for a McCoy's. I feel
Yeah.
like you like a McCoy's.
Okay.
Flavour. You said I was close with the chicken, so it's not chicken.
Is it the Thai chicken one that you said last episode in your meal deal?
Are you locking in with that
Yeah.
answer?
Go for it.
So you've
I'm
locked in with
locking
Thai sweet chili McCoy's, correct?
Yeah.
And Sam, what is your guess?
Oh, I'll go slightly different then. I'll go salt and vinegar.
We're back to even. It
Okay.
was Thai sweet chili McCoy's. Well done, Becca
He
Boomer.
loves it. He loves it.
Now, this
See,
is
guys,
the
this means you have to listen to the last episodes, or else you're not ahead in the games like me.
this is the fourth sound. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Do you know what that
Ah.
Wait.
Can you do it again?
No, I feel like I've.
is? It'll hit you in a minute.
Oh, is it deodorant?
I feel like it is. Yeah.
That is correct. It is deodorant.
Great. Is it what kind of deodorant? What we thinking?
Oh,
oh,
I think it's not strong enough for a lynx.
I don't think it's a Lynx either. I think also Sean's more mature than Lynx. That's from someone who has Lynx. Is it like a right guard? Is that a?
Oh yeah, or like a shore, but that's not for boys.
Oh.
I mean, there are sure for men.
There are.
Pipe down.
And well, every man I've met is stinky, so I assume that they had less
Nice.
options for
Nice.
deodorants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go shore.
Oh, I'll go right guard then. Is that even a thing?
Okay, well, clearly I'm immature because it was Lynx.
Oh, was it?
Ah,
Africa?
It didn't sound like a lynx.
It was one of the new Lynx ones, actually. And if you don't know, get to know, it's the blue lavender Lynx. It's one of the new
That's
ones.
good.
And
I
it
like
actually
Jungle Fresh, personally.
smells really
love the
lovely.
Is that the last one, Sean?
This is going to be the last
Okay,
one.
last one then.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Is that...
Oh, this was a mistake.
The smell of Thai sweet chili.
No, it's not
Lynx,
again.
And
Oh, I thought you were
everything
kidding.
else is really getting to me with my blindfold on because I can't see anything.
Well, it's evidently a food. Or it might not be. I don't know.
It sounded like...
Oh, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I feel like he's gone really rogue for the last one. And I'm in my head, I'm like, either it's like an apple or an onion.
Oh, no, he wouldn't do that. Can I hear it again?
I'd rather you didn't.
So it's an onion.
I
It's a
feel like
pepper.
You
It's
go
a pepper.
I'm going to go onion, you go pepper.
Yeah. It's a pepper. It was too crinkly for an onion.
Is that your final answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went onion, you went pepper.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with this quiz, we have a tie.
What?
Because it wasn't an onion or a pepper. It was a chili.
Oh my god.
Ah!
And my mouth is on fire.
Well, yeah, that's all right. We can share the
Can we
points.
take the blindfold off? Can we take the blindfold?
You can take them off now.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It's so
light.
light in here.
oh,
Oh,
So-
you're really dying.
oh, I'm dying. So, well done to everyone at home if you managed to get all 5 of those. Unlucky that these two in the studio
it
couldn't.
smells like chili as
Yeah,
well.
I've just got the links over here.
Yeah,
It's quite
it's
nice.
a terrible mix of stuff.
So, moving swiftly on
Smells
from
like
that
Sean.
stunning segment. Oh, no. Okay. Our next guest, the next segment is the amazing interview that we had with our guest Linda Ray, where we talked everything from being in drama school to leaving drama school and going out into the industry, what Linda Ray has done to further her career and further everyone else's career, and we had a lovely chat. So enjoy. Here's our interview with Linda Ray.
Hi, Linda Ray. How are you?
I am good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, really
Really
good.
good,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yourself, Sean. How are you?
Yeah, lovely. The weather's gone nice
I know.
for a change.
Can't believe it.
I know, but the thing is, it's a trick. Don't do it, guys. It looks good, but it is still freezing.
Oh, I know. This morning I was roasting, but then I did have my the radio.
Layers.
Yeah. And I was like, it really sunny outside, and I was like, is it hot enough to not wear a coat? And then I looked at the weather, like 7 degrees. I was like, nah.
No,
Straight on.
no.
There we go.
It's a trick.
Linda, tell us a bit about yourself for the listeners, like what you do, where you've come from, etc., etc.
Yes, so my full name is Linda Ray Ndlovu, and I'm an actress, producer, artistic director of some sort of my own company. I'm kind of a traitor for Jax, if you call it. I'm a huge creative, a huge artist to kind of round it up. And I've my journey came through drama, through acting. I've graduated at the Leeds Conservatoire in 2023, and since then I've kind of launched myself into the creative industry, kind of getting a bit of everything.
Yeah, nice. How did you find that transition? Because obviously you were on the acting course, as we are.
Yes.
At Leeds Conservatoire. How did you find that transition from graduating to kind of figuring out your next steps? Does that make sense?
Oh, I'm not even going to lie to you. It was rough. Like, figuring it out is probably the best way to put it. It is honestly just a stage where you figure it out. And I think whatever comes, the best way to kind of handle it is just handling it head on. So like, things are going to happen that don't make sense. Loads of things are going to change. Like, your friendship groups are going to change. A lot of things are going to change for yourself. So you're going to start seeing the world differently. You're going to start seeing other people differently. You're going to start seeing your own industry completely different. And it's a really big adjustment of like, I thought when I was in like first year, second year, that was the adjustment between like child and adult, but it's really not. The adjustment is now, like the period you guys are in, when it's that weird period where you've kind of finished with all your shows and like the uni's kind of letting you find your own feet. And at the same time, you're trying to decide what your feet are going to look like, where they're going to land. And you know what I mean? Like, just what even career you're going to be in. Is it really just going to be solely acting? And like, a lot of us, I guess, are in positions in this day and age where the only option we have isn't acting. So realistically, we're all kind of thinking how we're going to survive whilst keeping the stream alive. Do you know what I mean? So that adjustment was hard. And I think the hardest thing about it was that mental adjustment from child to adult. And then also that adjustment of like school and groups and having so many creatives and people around you to kind of give you an excuse to do something, to literally having yourself, pretty much having yourself and very few people and navigating that.
100%.
I mean, for both of us, we started this, obviously, this idea sort of grew for us back in maybe Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think, I can't speak
Yeah.
for you, but I still feel like this for me is fun, and it's not got quite to that serious stage yet.
Mhm.
You, like, when you were, because obviously your your Ray Productions is a massive, like, you know,
Thank you.
very influential in Leeds. Was there a point where you were like, oh wow, this is serious now, this is more than just like a hobby?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, so funny you ask, because Ray Productions is my company that I launched in my final year of studies. And I launched it because I could not get my own headline gig anywhere. I couldn't find like someone to put on a headline gig for me. And I wasn't confident enough to do it behind my own name, weirdly enough. So when it opened, it wasn't called Ray Productions. It was called Productions. It was just Productions for the first year. And that's because I wanted to find a name that didn't have a direct link to me. It didn't work out because when I went to go and look on the government page, I could only really do Ray Productions, which, you know, at the end of the day, I'm happy to get to do something in my name. But basically, I pretty much launched it because I was like, I need a production company to back me up. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't because I particularly wanted to have a whole production company. I definitely wanted to produce work for people. I wanted to produce new work, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to produce. I just knew I wanted to be a producer. So that time I launched it to just have as like a platform, not just for myself, but for all these events and ideas that I kept coming up with, so that it wouldn't have to just be on my personal accounts as well, especially with how big social media is, and that's how you get the word around at events. And then I had my headline gig called Linda Ray and Friends. I finished that, and then I had like a line of people asking me all these different things. Like someone was like, oh, I heard you produced this thing. Can you produce a scratch snack for us? And then Scratch and Tickle was born. And then someone else was like, oh my goodness, could you produce this for me? And then I started producing people, gigs for people. And then people started asking for support, for like just advice. And then I started taking on artists and signing contracts and doing all that kind of stuff. And I think it was at the point when my gig finished. So probably I probably started the Instagram account, let's say in October 22. I think by July 23, that was when I was like, oh no, this is probably going to have to become a serious company, because I've got so many people asking me if I can help produce their stuff. I've got people who want to showcase their stuff and don't have the platform. And I don't even think it's just about not having the platform. I think I'm a very approachable person, and I've learned that so much by like traveling, and I've traveled into so many different places. I've lived everywhere, and that's taught me so much about how to communicate to people and to understand different types of people. So I made sure that I become a more approachable person, because it's not a lot of places that will accept young people as they are and will give them the chance to explore and make mistakes, and also just have the chance to actually feel what it's like in the industry. I was starting to kind of feel that gap that you guys are in, where like, where do we get a chance to try out these other things whilst we wait for acting jobs to come along? Do you know what I mean? So the New Age Fundraiser, another thing that I started, which was purely for helping people who can just come in and be stage managers and learn how to do other bits and roles whilst they kind of build up their creative like industry and creative portfolio. So it was tough, because then I had to sit down and be like, oh, this has to become a proper business now. I need to like actually have events and stuff happening every year. I need to have like a process of how everything's done. And yeah, it was a big eye opener. But I think when you have a big community of creatives who believe in you, like the Alcon community has in me and how Leeds has in me, it makes it so much easier to have companies, and so much easier to have the people to do the events, to come up with the gigs and to produce for, because there's so many people that have ideas. Do you know what I mean? And I think as an artist, if you ever want to start something, you just have to find your group and your audience per se. And I think a lot of my audience came from students, and specifically the Leeds Conservatoire family.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, even talking about that, it's obvious that you're a very proactive person, and that's, I think, what all of us strive to be. I mean,
Yeah.
me and Sean came to the New Age fundraiser last year. Now, gosh, that went quick.
Yeah.
We went there. It was such an amazing event. Like, we had a brilliant time. It was set
Oh,
up
I'm
really,
so
really
glad.
well. It was just really cool. How is that to put on like stuff like that, and obviously Battle of the Bands that you put on recently?
Yeah.
How is it kind of doing all of that, and also just an interesting question, what do you think the standout moment has been so far anyway? What's like a defining
So firstly, the putting on those events it's a lot comes into it. I think I've been really lucky to have ideas that just work out. But I've also been really lucky to have a great partner. I moved to Leeds with my partner, and he had just finished graduating in Nottingham, I believe, and he studied mechanical engineering. And we moved to Leeds with like nothing, literally nothing. And with him, he's been like my biggest supporter. I think it says a lot when you have someone, even if it's like a best friend or your mom or a sibling, just like having someone to bounce ideas off and having someone to like just calm you down and tell you, maybe this is a bit wild, but maybe it is doable. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, sometimes you might not agree on an idea and it turns out still working out. Like at the end of the day, a lot of the things I did, I had to believe in myself and believe that it's going to happen. But I think having people around you to kind of lean on and to go and ask questions about and to express these ideas to is definitely the start. And then building your own village. So things like the New Age fundraiser, in the beginning, for the first probably 2 years, it was just me and Luke. And probably at the end of the second one, that's when people started to come in and say, oh, can I help with this? And then a lot of them were from the students at the Leeds Conservatoire. And then after that, we had Georgia Barnett and Tom Donahue, who joined as like part of the founders as well. And they've stayed with us pretty much since then. And the four of us have kind of pushed on this event. And it takes a lot of like communicating to venues and trying to make sure that like you're getting good deals. And it takes a lot of communicating to artists and finding and scouting. So I love going to watch pretty much all productions at Leeds Con, because I know at some point that someone from Leeds Conservatoire might get in touch about the New Age fundraiser. And I don't want to not give someone an opportunity because I haven't seen their work. So I constantly watch what everyone's doing, because I think there's no excuse for a lot of like agents and people in terms of like, they can't just do a quick Google search or a quick Instagram search. I think we've been taught so well to pretty much look online. And I think at uni, they did teach us like, be careful what you post, because like people are always watching. I became that person. And that's how that's how I kind of find all the people. I've been really lucky that last year and this year have been a lot of people just coming up and asking straight up if they want to be in the fundraiser. I think it's really important to have as many collaborators on. And that leads me to my moment of like, wow, this is happening. This is the pinch me moment. And that was the New Age fundraiser for last year, because that venue was huge and it was so expensive to put on. It was so expensive to put on, and we wouldn't have been able to afford it without the support of the tickets and the amount of people that came and showed up. And that all was faith. Do you know what I mean? We had to put a lot of faith in that we're going to promote it well, that we're going to get the right people there, that it's gonna go out to the right people. And it's always been a fear that it's too far away from like Leeds City Centre, but I want to like show us like a light on all these other amazing venues that are outside the city centre. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always a really hard balance, and a lot of conversations with myself at the end of the day being like, remember that people will come because it's for the right cause, and remember people want to come because it's a great vibe and it's just fun. Do you know what I mean? And that was the moment when I realized that it was just good fun and that it needs to continue. Do you know what I mean? And that was my pinch me moment for sure.
The New Age fundraiser, we both went to it, as I say, as did everyone. It was such a big, incredible event. And when we were there,
thank you, it was huge.
Yeah, I think like everyone there, we were all just thinking that this is someone that has walked the same path as us, and out of their way to make such an incredible event. I just sat there in awe of going, like the sort of the responsibility and the eyes and the inspiration that is on you. Is there a way that you can sort of give other people advice on how to not maybe feel that there's some kind of imposter syndrome, or how to feel creative, so that you feel that this is sort of just work, and that, you know, this is still good for you, you know?
Yeah, I think weirdly enough, if this was before COVID, I don't think I would have had the confidence to have done as much, weirdly. COVID changed a lot of people and changed the world for good and bad, do you know things? And I chose to kind of look at the positive from that. And so during COVID, one thing that I learned whilst I was in it was that anything is really possible. Like when you sat there and saw so many people just like do whatever, like people were doing the wildest things. People that you knew personally were doing things that they would never do. Like your own parents were doing things they'll never do, like TikToks. Do you know what I mean? That gave me a big push when I realized that there might be a chance that we're not going to get back out there and do all these amazing things. That's when I created my visual album called New Age. It was my first ever album. And that album launched the New Age fundraiser because that was the album I wanted to perform and headline with. Similar to the Ray Production story, when New Age started, I just really wanted a stage for people to have the chance to do what they wanted to do. And at the time, I wanted to get my music out there. I still want to get my music out there. And I think it's just about believing in yourself and seeing that everyone is kind of in the same boat. Like since COVID, so many people are being more bolder. And I don't think that's because they just all of a sudden got it in them. I think every single one of us has it within us, and every single one of us have to just believe it.
What would you say is the most rewarding thing about that? You say like helping other people and kind of pushing everyone along, and giving each other a helping hand. There's so many different performers at, say, the New Age fundraiser 4 that happened last year.
Yeah.
Like how rewarding does that feel to kind of just put a helping hand there and go, right, get up on this stage and let's perform?
It was like I didn't even know how much time went by. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's like a lesson for everyone, really, at the end of the day, that it may not feel like it's the biggest thing. So for like a year after that, I met people who were like, congrats on the New Age. Oh my God, I know you from the New Age. And then that's the moment and I'm like, this is so much bigger than I realized. Do you know, content with the fact that it started, like the first New Age fundraiser had 8 people. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
And that last one had over like 180 people. So it's just about believing in the process and not being hard on yourself.
Yeah. What do you love most about the kind of creative scene in Leeds? And also, what do you think is still to kind of grow and change about it? What do you think? Yeah, I'm interested in your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing, actually. The thing that makes me love it is the same thing that I think also needs to grow. More approachable, where you can approach venues, where it's easy for young people especially to get jobs because the opportunities get created, like placements and like artist call-outs and all sorts of things like that. But at the same time, I think it also has a big space, especially when it comes from organizations, to make it more accepting and approachable, especially for young people and especially young creatives who are in the boat that you guys are in, and that are in the boat that I think we're all moving towards, which is finding more than just acting to do and to have a passion in, and to be able to kind of wear all hats and be successful in all the hats that you're wearing. Do you know what I mean? And not let one be an excuse for the fact that one isn't working out. And I think what makes it hard in any industry is getting into the big, like to the top floor. Do you know what I mean? And the top floor in the creative world is run by organizations, like creative organizations. And I think that those big bosses, the guys at the top organizations, are the ones that now need to develop with Leeds, with the people of Leeds.
Hi guys, you've got producer Sam and producer Sean here.
Hi guys.
This bit might sound a little bit different because basically the audio recording cut out. So we're going to now ask a question, and Linda Ray has thankfully sent us some voice notes to kind of answer.
Yes. So Linda Ray, actor, producer, singer-songwriter, and all-around legend. What's next for you?
What's next for Linda Ray? I am preparing to release my third studio album. It'll be called A New Era, and it is due to arrive on all platforms in April 2025. And this album is just another way that me, Linda Ray, as an artist, just chooses and shows ways that I communicate my love for this industry and a way that I communicate to other creatives. And I just hope it's another way that people will get to know me and just kind of learn more about me through my music. So I'm really excited to be releasing this next project, 2025. Here we go.
You know, I did a brilliant segue here, Sean, and none of it was recorded, so that's jarring. But anyway, this is now, we're going on to the other segment, so we're going on to, like, the question of the week. So take it away, Sam in the past. Jesus.
Oh, God.
So on the last podcast that we did, there was a question asked for the next person and the next podcast. So I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to just answer it kind of off the top of your head, and then I'm going to ask you for a question to give the next person, if that makes sense. Okay, so the question to you: if you could have a personal theme song every time you entered a room, what would it be and why?
Oh, jeez.
There's lots of options.
Oh my goodness, this is a really hard question. Okay, it's gonna sound awful. But there's this song that I watched on like a TV show once from Star. The artist is Kiki Palmer. She's great, legend.
Hi guys, me again. So basically, here is where the interview unfortunately cut out once again, and that's actually the last of the footage that we got. But Linda Ray basically went on to say that her theme, her anthem is Kiki Palmer Bossy, which could be a bad thing because being a bossy person is often interpreted as being a bad thing, but really it means just having the sort of power when you walk into the room, that energy and that inner strength and confidence that it takes to be a boss. And for that, I don't think you have anything to apologise for. We then asked Linda Ray what her question is for the next person.
My next question for your next guest is a really personal one, so please no pressure to answer it or tell the backstory. But what is the last song that made you cry? And why? Was it, a personal issue, if they don't mind sharing, or was it something that the song did to them or the lyrics did to them? What is the last song that made you cry?
You know what? It's a really good question, and it'll be interesting to hear the answer of the next person on the podcast. Ooh, whoever that may be. Right, well, we're going to go on to the next segment now, which is a fan favourite. It's Thing of the Week!
My thing of the week is going to be a bit of a weird one. It's going to be a bit disgusting for some, but it is farting. Farting is a huge, huge stress to all of our lives. I think that the way that this world would just get better is if we can just keep eliminating every awkward interaction and awkward thing that can happen to us as humans. And I think farting is one of them. Farting just puts too many people under pressure to have to hold it in. And I think we therefore then get used to holding a lot of tension. So maybe if we could just get used to making farts a more universal, acceptable thing where you can just fart and let it out and let it be. And it doesn't have to be an awkward interaction, Just let it go. I think the metaphor for that is just let it go.
Do you know, I love that was Linda's thing of the week.
Because everything in the world.
Everything. Like, why are we making it a theme that we're just talking about what goes on inside our bodies? But I think it's so important. Like, if you've had like a long, stressful day, you need to de-stress.
Of course.
You need to air all your issues
Literally.
out into the room around you.
Oh,
that you should not be shamed for that. Oh, here's a story. So basically, my flat, right, we have a game, proves that we're not afraid of our farts, right? We've got this game and we call Guess the Fart, where basically if you feel the tension arising within you and you know that it's going to be a really crisp fart, you're like, say to the rest of the room, hey guys, guess the fart, and you have to make a noise and whoever gets the closest wins. And, it's fun, it's fun, and I think we should not be afraid of such games. Do you know what? I think I'm going to make that into like a sort of board game.
I think you should. Because people
would
go out the room and can guess it.
Yeah, so
that could be cool,
You leave the room. Anyone listening to this is my idea, patented by Sean Merrick.
Don't
right?
you dare.
Leave the room and you do a fart into like a little microphone. Walk back in the room and say, hey guys, guess the fart. Everyone makes a sound and then you play it. It's like Pictionary for farts.
Oh my
right?
Fartinary.
Fartinary.
There we
It's
go.
brilliant. That's going to be my claim. That's what's going to make me millions, right? not acting or performance or this radio show. It's going to be Fartinary.
Okay, and on that bombshell, this is the last little bit.
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell. We're going to go... oh my gosh. What is happening? We're going to go for Linda Ray's Song of the Week, and then once that is done, we'll be back in the actual studio, and we will do our hashtag Quiz of the Week.
My song of the week will be the song titled Release the Manic by Linda Ray. This song is my latest single, and it's all about releasing your inner thoughts and anything negative that your mind and body may be holding, and just getting ready for a new era in your life. This is Release the Manic.
What you tryna do? I ain't tryna be the one on you. Ain't tryna be the one till you come through. Ain't tryna be the one to make a move. So just tell me what you tryna do. I ain't gotta call in a minute. I ain't gonna be the one to admit it. Baby, come and pick up all the meanings. Just tell me what you tryna do. I ain't tryna be the one on you. Ain't tryna be the one who calling you. Ain't never been the one who bail on you. What you tryna do? Been that shit against me, I won't lie. It's taking me a minute to get through the night. Baby, come and pick up all the feelings. Just tell them all the shit you've been executing, all the things you've been excusing. Excuse me, let me breathe a minute. Can I chill a minute? Analyze the feeling, it's been chilling. I've been chilling, yes, I am feeling. Receipt the receipt, cause yes, I got business. Drip so high, I bet you can feel it. Now you switched on me, tell me what's the beef you been going through? It's getting quite concerning. I'm not taking minute, mind me, get the money. Mind over struggle, ain't know nothing about it. It's automatic, I can be quite demanding. You gotta reach the ladder, prepare your race. But in the end, look, I'm dead and the irons are gone. What you tryna do? I ain't tryna be the one on you. Ain't tryna be the one to come through. Ain't tryna be the one who make a move. So just tell me, what's the point of you? I ain't gotta go in a minute. Ain't gonna be the one to admit it. Baby, come and pick up all the needles and just release the manic. Release the manic. I'm just a minute, don't be no hater. I can do it better, you can do it better. Release the manic. Release the manic. I'm ready with it, God play me with it. I'm a home runner, can't get no better.
Okie dokie, that was our Song of the Week. That was Linda Ray, Release the Manic. Good tune, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing
Good tune.
Really
We love Linda Ray.
cool.
That was a really nice interview.
She's
I'm really
incredibly
jealous
talented.
I didn't get to do that with you.
Yeah, no, it was a great
Sure,
chat.
actually
Yeah,
really
especially with the
thinking
technical
that.
difficulties as well.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Anyone that got to listen, we may have already said this, but if we haven't, go follow Linda Ray on social media. Keep
100%.
up with what she's doing because she's an incredible artist, singer, actor, and she's going to have some great stuff coming soon.
So anyway, we're moving on to the HQFM Quiz of the Week.
Ooh, Bingo.
The HQ.FM quiz and bingo software are proud to sponsor the Finding Our Feet podcast. Happy quizzing!
Okie dokie. Are you guys ready?
I'm
Yeah,
so ready.
I'm ready.
The questions are a bit tougher this time, but I feel like I need to test you.
Yeah, give us a challenge.
All
Boomer
right.
loves a challenge.
Okay.
No,
well,
I find every question hard so far, so I actually don't understand how it's going to get worse.
so we're going to start with it's okay. It's a nice question to start, but we're going to go to Becca first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Which charity that raises millions of pounds mainly through Red Nose Day and Sports Relief marks its 40th anniversary this month?
Children in Need.
Is incorrect. Sean, do you want to steal?
I thought it was Children in Need. That's not my answer. I thought it was Children in Need, but now I know it's not. I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't know. The British Red Cross.
Is incorrect. It's Comic Relief.
Oh, I thought that was
Comic
a sort of a sub brand. Okay.
Well, there we go.
Interesting.
There we go.
I didn't know that was his own charity. I thought
Yeah, no.
that was like the fundraiser
Hey, the
for
more you
it.
know. The more
More
you
you
know.
Well, there you go.
The
More you
game
know.
is the game.
The game is the game.
Okay, well, we move on to question number 2. This one's to Sean.
Talk to me.
How are you doing after the chili?
I'm still a bit burning.
Okay.
I'll be honest. If you hear me sort of slightly off mic, it's because I'm sort of still a bit roasting here.
You got to remember that the pre-recorded bit was totally done. So we've just gone straight from the what's that sound game
Yeah.
so
To
you're
this.
Still, you're still
So-
burning.
I'm a little bit, yeah.
Okay, well, let's go for question number 2.
Number.
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 Question number 2.
Thought you could slip that in and we not notice.
According to the saying, a bad workman always blames his.
Tools?
Is correct.
What?
Is
Are
correct.
you lying?
Oh, come
He
on,
got
you had
that
Comic
question.
Relief as your first one.
He got that question.
I've never heard that phrase before. Never.
Okay, right. Well, Becca, let's see if you can do better.
Yeah,
Game's a game,
I
Becca.
can. Sure.
Okay, Becca.
Mhm.
How many squares on a Rubik's cube do not move?
Okay. Well, one doesn't move in the center, and a cube is 6 faces, so I'm going to say 6.
That was quite smart. 6 is the correct
Is it?
answer.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
And I don't even do Rubik's cubes
you know what?
because I'm stupid.
Okay, let's go to the other man in the room.
Hello. I'm a man.
Whoa.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Been a boy all my life.
All right. Let's go for which Christian name is spelt from the first letter of 5 consecutive months of the year?
Consecutive. Oh. Consecutive?
It makes sense, I promise.
Which Christian name is spelt using the 5 consecutive months of the year?
Yeah, the first letter.
Oh, okay.
You can guess if you don't know.
I'm just going in my head over 5 consecutive months and getting really random names. Like Mamjaja, you know?
What are you going for? Just throw out a name if you
shoot
don't
in the
know.
dark. Okay. But he's gonna be so stupid because he's gonna be like us. Okay.
Any name.
Mary. Why is
It's
it Y?
incorrect.
What country starts with Y?
Country?
Country. Oh, no. Having a mare. Oh, month of the year.
Becca,
Okay,
can you
well-
steal?
Okay, I'm trying to think vowel-wise. We've got
Sorry, what?
August. Vowel-wise, like months that
Yeah.
begin with vowels. It's August, October. So I'm guessing it's around that. So like July, August, September, October, November.
Okay, what's the first letter of them?
J,
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
S,
Yeah.
O,
Yeah.
N.
So what does that spell?
J-A-S-O-N. Jason!
Jason.
Shut! Did I work it out?
Yeah.
How have you managed
That's
that?
correct. That's
I'm
correct.
actually, because before this I said, do you want to just tell me the answers and I'll
And I
cheat?
didn't.
And he was like, no.
I've
No,
never
of
been
course
like so torn between massively impressed, but also the fact that you actually went Jason and didn't spell
What does that
Jason.
spell? I don't know.
When you're spelling like months, you're not automatically thinking Jason. Do you know what I mean?
Jason's correct.
It's a fair
It's not
point.
Mary, unfortunately.
I didn't know Jason was a Christian name.
Well, there you go. The more you
There
know. Well, let's
I can't believe
let's
that.
go from
Yeah.
a really good moment. Well, Becca, we're starting with you for this one.
Yeah.
This is question number 4. Which European country,
Oh, God.
okay, not city, country,
Yeah.
detonated their first atomic bomb 65 years ago, becoming the world's 4th nuclear power? It's a bit of a tougher question, but you can whittle it down.
The first country to release the atomic bomb.
Which European country detonated their first atomic bomb 65 years ago, becoming the world's 4th nuclear power?
The world's 4th nuclear power. I don't know.
Repeating the question's
I
not
think-
going to help you.
Power.
I'm hoping there's a clue. Is it an Asian country?
No, you
No, it's
said
a-
European.
Oh. Can we cut this bit out and just keep on
This
keeping
is
my
the best part of
question?
the podcast. Oh, brilliant.
Guys, I can't do countries, but I promise I got an A star in my A level in GCSE geography.
What A level GCSE geography? What did you just say?
Which European country? Is it an Asian?
Okay, I'm gonna say,
Any European country.
okay,
One in Europe.
Poland.
It's incorrect. Sean, take it away.
Oh, it's either UK or France. I think it's France.
The UK didn't atomically bomb anyone.
We've got Trident. We have atomic bombs.
Yeah, but we haven't bombed anyone.
No, the only country to do that is US. We've tested bombs.
Well, the correct answer was France.
Yeah.
So we did get the point. Right, flipping out. We're only halfway
Oh.
through this this thing.
See, I thought it was who's bombed people, and then I can I just say I know Poland hasn't bombed anyone. That was just a European country, and I wanted to move on.
We're going to move straight forward on to question number 6. I presume it is 6, yeah? 6? Question 6?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
No,
Is it me?
it's a draw so far. It's
a
2-2.
draw. Yeah.
We'll do
Question
a few
6
more.
is 2-2.
Yeah, okay.
Do the maths.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. All right, let's go. Sean, it's you, yeah?
Shoot.
The current film, A Complete Unknown, tells the story of which singer's rise to fame in folk music and the controversy over his use of an electric guitar at the 1965 Newport Folk Festival.
I do know this, but I could be really stupid if I get the name wrong.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with. Is it Bob Dylan?
It is Bob Dylan.
Oh, there we go.
What was the other name that you were going over?
I don't know. I just.
Who's
for
gonna
some
say Dylan Bob?
No, I just Bob
Timothy
didn't sound right.
Chalamet.
I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, there we go. 3-2.
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet. Okay, let me just write that down. So it's question number 7. Can you even it out, Becca? Here we go. Let's go for.
Nice one. Be nice.
I won't go for a geography.
Do a
Please
catchphrase
do.
one like Sean
If you
got.
want, what do you want? A nice one? Are we
Yeah.
allowing that, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crack on. Yeah.
Which spirit is mixed with peach snaps, cranberry juice, and orange juice in a Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Which spirit is mixed with cranberry juice
Peach,
peach
schnapps,
schnapps.
and orange juice.
for Sex on the Beach? Vodka.
Correct. Shocker. She needs to give you one.
Give
We
her an alcohol question,
alcoholic
she's
one.
sorted.
There we go.
She's
We're
like
back
Einstein.
even. We're back even. Ooh, nice. Sean.
Hello.
Lips Are Moving was Meghan Trainor's follow-up single to which 2014 chart topper?
I don't know.
I know it.
Okay. Meghan Trainor. 2014. All About That Bass.
Is correct.
Yes.
Oh, you're lying. This is so easy.
Come on. The question I just gave you.
Would Sean have got that? Would you have got the...
No.
Yeah, facts.
I don't drink.
Facts.
Tell you what, though, I've got a banger for Sean's next question that I
Right,
don't know if
okay.
he'll get.
Okay.
Let's go for.
Just you wait.
A workman always blames his tools. You're a tool if you couldn't get that one.
Point,
You said that Poland had nukes.
Okay, let's go for. Let's go for a film and TV question.
Okay.
Which BBC TV show is based on the Japanese show Money no Tora or Money Tiger? Thoughts?
BBC TV show.
Yeah, it's a
Is it-
decent one. It's a decent one.
Is it new or old?
It's been around for a while. It's still going.
I've got no clue. I would
And
have
it's
to guess.
based off a.
Japanese show called Money no Tora or Money Tiger. Can anyone,
gonna
if anyone
guess.
guesses it, DM us on Instagram.
Is it? Can I make a guess? Do you know the one where they drop the coins?
Tipping Point? It's not Tipping Point. Do you want to steal, Sean?
I'm going to try and steal. Is it The Chase? No,
not The
that's
Chase.
Channel 4, isn't it? Oh, dear.
It's Dragon's Den.
Oh, that makes
You
sense.
learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
Money tag. Yeah, okay.
I feel like my guess was understandable.
Yeah, money.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
The Chase. Got
I was just
Hegarty.
Absolute queen.
Okay, Sean, I'm going to...
Hello.
So, right. Stick with me here, Becca, because...
Right.
Sean, you're a boxing fan, yeah?
I am indeed. Yep.
Okay. Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya won a gold medal at which Olympic Games?
Oh, no. Oh, how old is Oscar De La Hoya? Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. It's definitely 19. 19.
That's true.
Let's go 1986.
It's incorrect.
Oh.
Do you want to steal, Becca? I know you're a big Oscar De La Hoya fan.
Is it? Is it? 1982.
Oh. No, it's 10 years after. It's 1992.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Oh,
in
so we were in
Barcelona.
the wrong.
Yeah, we were in the wrong decade.
I assumed that no, because it's every 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So there was no Olympic Games in 1986. Then.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
No, there wasn't.
No. Oh, yeah. 1992, yeah.
Well, there we go. So,
yeah.
going into the final question, we go to Becca.
Yeah.
And if you tie it up, we do have a tiebreaker.
Okay.
So it's all good. Let's go for... No, we can't go with that one. It's too obvious.
Do that one.
No, it's too obvious.
No, go on.
I do kind of want you to... I like a tiebreaker, though. But,
Oh, okay.
okay, we'll go for... No, it was the song of the week last week. So let's not do that. Which singer recently dropped a new single during the Grammys commercial break from her 7th studio album Mayhem, out on 7th of March?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Of course. Which singer recently dropped a new single during the Grammys commercial break from her 7th studio album Mayhem, out on the 7th of March? Any idea? She was nominated for a duet, I believe.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is correct. The reason I've helped you is because I
Yes.
like a tiebreaker.
Yes.
That's the only reason. Yeah, nice. Okay. Well done. You got it right. It's 4-4 after 10 questions.
Here we are.
So, let's go into a tiebreaker.
4 after 10.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how that... I'm 2 points up. Yeah.
We're redefining maths on this podcast.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
we're going to do a tiebreaker.
Can I say ding?
You can.
Yes.
Okay, right.
So, you say ding.
Yeah.
I'll say dong.
Dong. Nice, okay. And if you say ding or dong,
You
I
can't
want-
go again.
I want, like,
Answer
no
straight off the bat.
hesitation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many years ago did the last River Thames Frost Fair come to an end?
Ding. 10.
That's not your buzzer.
Damn. Dong.
There we
10.
go. Okay.
Ding. 20.
Ooh, we have a winner. Well, obviously. The winner of episode 3's hashtag quiz of the week. It's Becca.
No!
The answer was 211. I can't believe it.
In my head, I was like, as long as I guess more than him,
You're like 11.
I'm surely gonna win.
10.1. Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for on
Yeah. Oh, I'm buzzing.
Sorry, guys.
this episode. You're buzzing that the episode's finished.
I've never won anything.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for listening. And also, yeah, follow Linda Ray on all socials.
100%.
Follow us at Finding Our Feet Podcast on Instagram. We don't have anything else as of yet, so just Instagram. And
Keep an eye out, though, because you never know.
Watch
you
the
never-
space. Watch the
watch
space.
this space. Sean, Becca, tell us what you need to plug, and then we'll say goodbye.
Plug. So, me and Sam are going to be in a show, Midsummer Night's Dream, 3rd to the 5th of April at Slung Low in Holbeck. Please do come along and support.
And I am going to be in Let the Right One In on the 9th to the 11th of April in City Varieties.
Yeah.
And as always, a huge thank you to
Chapel
Chapel
FM.
FM for giving us a platform. Go to their website and see what they've got.
See you next time, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
See
Bye-bye.
ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice
See
to
ya.
see you.
See you next
Love
time.
you.
Love you.
Bye.
Goodbye.